Welcome to the Awakened Anesthetist podcast. I'm your host, Mary Roberts. I'm a certified anesthesiologist assistant living and working outside of Kansas City, Missouri. I created this podcast to give CAAs across the nation a place to come together and awaken to our profession's unique ability to create a life by design rather than default. That process can start by simply listening and engaging with this podcast. By doing so, you're already changing what's possible for CAAs, for you, for me, for all of us. I'm so thankful you're here. Let's jump into this episode and see what we can do together. Hello, Awakened Anesthetist community. This is your host, Mary Jean. Thank you so much for being here. I am leaving you with this final 5-ish minutes of mindfulness for the busy CAA. Again, I'm taking the summer off, so there will not be any new episodes in July or August, but I will be back in September for new process episodes, new mindfulness episodes. I really love doing this podcast for you guys and for myself. It's fun for me creatively, and also just getting to do something for our profession that feels really aligned with who I am. So I'm not going away for good, but I'm just going away to kind of focus back on my kids and my family and just slowing down a little bit. That's really important to me. So if this is your first entrance into mindfulness, welcome. I'm so happy that you have found me through this podcast that's really for certified anesthesiologist assistants. I think it is a little tricky if you are a type A, analytical, science-minded anesthesia provider or a wannabe anesthesia provider to not feel like these mindfulness practices are just completely out there or totally woo, or like you just don't feel aligned with the person who is leading them. I definitely felt that for myself when I was jumping into mindfulness initially. I just had to hear the science behind it before I could really buy in. So just very briefly, this short body scan is going to help build the muscle of mindfulness. It's really helpful for me to think of mindfulness as a muscle in my brain that I am trying to strengthen and grow. And unfortunately, like all good things, you have to really work at it and do it consistently to see the effects. Now, I will say to be consistent in mindfulness and to really have that neuroplasticity, the changes in your brain actually happening, is somewhere around 20 minutes a day, 5 to 7 days a week, which is likely going to feel like a very long time when you're starting. And so I am coming in with this short body scan to really just kind of dip your toe into the water, to have a few moments of that feeling of mindfulness, to start building up that muscle so that you can start getting to that 20-minute mindfulness practice on your own. One of the biggest benefits that I personally appreciate and enjoy in my own life is having the capacity for my prefrontal cortex to notice when it is firing and having an urge or a craving, and I'm able to put a bit of a pause after that urge or craving without immediately going into that habit or that action or the reaction. And mindfulness strengthens your prefrontal cortex, which is alerting your attention to the craving signal, and it allows you to put more of a space between the urge and the action. I notice this a lot in my own life if I'm craving something sweet, or if I'm wanting to veg out in front of Netflix for like several hours, or what are some other examples I notice urges? When I want to like run away and hide and just be alone in a stressful situation. I'm sure there are others, but it is an extremely helpful practice for me because I can be more present and notice that urge or the fear or the craving and put a pause, and then I get to choose how I react as opposed to doing the habitual thing. So that is a little piece of how mindfulness is helpful for me. Let's get into this short body scan so you can start feeling mindfulness in your own body and to start seeing how it can affect you positively. Let's begin by taking a moment here to allow our bodies to settle into a comfortable position. If you're seated or you're standing or you're lying down, I encourage you to shift and move around and wiggle and just do anything you need to feel settled and relaxed. Once you're there, you may close your eyes or keep them slightly open, whatever is most comfortable for you. Today, we are practicing a short body scan. Checking in with our bodies helps to settle the mind and to notice what physiological sensations and emotions might be there. Begin by taking a big, full breath in and a long breath out. Become aware of the inhale and the exhale, not forcing, but just noticing. On your next inhale, it can feel good to lift your shoulders way up high into your ears. And then on your exhale, drop them softly into their sockets. Just continue breathing in a manner that feels fairly natural and not forced. Mindfulness is all about noticing, simply becoming aware of the present moment, how it feels to be you right now in this very moment. Allowing whatever thoughts or feelings to arise and simply notice them, trying not to judge them. That is all mindfulness is. You can absolutely do this, even if your thoughts right now are telling you otherwise. This body scan practice can be pretty great if you're a beginner because your focus and your awareness will be moving throughout, so it can be easier to keep the mind engaged and wander off less. But if your mind does wander, know that it is absolutely normal and it is what the mind is supposed to do. Our minds have evolved to constantly scan our environment for threats. So we are teaching our minds a new way of being. And this is going to take practice. Once you feel ready, bring awareness to the top of your body. Your head, your face, neck, and shoulders. Noticing any sensations or movements, any places of tension. Now moving down to the arms and to the hands. Sensing the back of your body and the front of your body. Sensing yourself seated. Notice how you can be aware of your body in space, even when your eyes are closed. You may feel like you've lost your attention at this point, and that's okay. As soon as you notice your mind has wandered onto your to-do list or some other thought, you are right back into mindfulness. Noticing what your mind is doing is what we are practicing. You are doing everything right. Now, sensing your upper legs, your lower legs, your calves, the feet. Feeling the contact of your lower body with the chair or your feet against the floor. Noticing if there are any particular places that call out for attention, places where sensations feel most vibrant or dynamic. scanning to see if there are places where there is a lack of sensation or only very faint sensations. Now sense your whole body breathing. One complete being. Finishing with a full deep breath in and a long breath out. Opening your eyes when you feel ready. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. You can come back to this episode whenever you want to just quickly tune into your body. Please know that you are making your mind and your body stronger, helping you live your best life. We all deserve to feel good behind the drape. Talk soon.